Hi, this is Helen from crystals-and-crochet.com, and in this video tutorial I'm going to show you how to make the Billy square from part 3 of the Whispers from the Past, Crochet Along. Okay, so we are going to start with a magic ring again. So let's just do that. There we go, there's our magic ring. And we're going to make a beginning double crochet cluster into the ring. Okay, so chain 2 and then make a partial double crochet and another partial double crochet. Okay, let me show you that again. So we've chained 2 and then we're going to make a partial double crochet. So yarn over into the ring over both strands of yarn, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2. Okay, so it's half a double crochet, so that's a partial double crochet. Same thing again, yarn over, through your loop, pull up a loop, yarn over and through 2, and then yarn over and through all 3 loops on your hook. Okay, so that's our beginning double crochet cluster. Okay, so now we're just going to do a repeat that's chain 2 and then make a double crochet cluster. Okay, so yarn over into the magic ring. Oops, sorry, got my yarn in a knot. Pull up a loop through 2 loops and do that 3 times. Yarn over through the ring, pull up a loop, yarn over through 2, yarn over through the ring, pull up a loop, yarn over and through 2, yarn over and through all 4 loops on your hook. Okay, so we've got 2 clusters made there. So you're going to carry on around so that you've got 6 clusters altogether and 6 chain 2 spaces. Okay, and then I'll meet back up with you when we get back round to the beginning here. Okay, so we've got our beginning double crochet cluster, and then we've done a chain 2 and then a double crochet cluster 5 times. So you should have 6 clusters altogether, and then chain 2, and we're then going to fasten off and secure the ends. Oops, didn't cut right through that. There we go. Okay, now again, I always use an invisible join. And when you're doing an invisible join to a cluster, there is our chain 2 that we started with. So this is actually the stitch that's the cluster. So we need to go underneath that first chain of the chain 2 space, pull it round to same size as the rest of your stitches, into the back of that chain, and then down through the cluster right to the bottom. Okay, and pull it through so that you've got the same size stitch loops the top as the rest of your stitches. Okay, and then just pull that center circle up. Okay, so that's round 1 of our Billy square. So now on to round 2. New colour yarn, again, I'm doing this with the paint box colours, so saffron's the first colour and shrimp is the next colour. Okay, so we're going to join with a standing single crochet in any cluster. Okay, so there is our cluster. It's that bit where we've got the 2 top loops and we can see that 3rd loop going through underneath. So standing single crochet into the cluster. Okay, and in the next chain 2 space we're going to do 3 double crochet, chain 2, 3 double crochet. Okay, so into that chain 2 space we're going to do 1, 2, 3 double crochets, chain 2, and then 3 more double crochet. Sorry, my hands are really hot, my yarn's squeaking, hold on. There we go. Okay, so 3 double crochet, chain 2, 3 double crochet. Okay, and then we just single crochet into the next cluster. So where we've done all of those stitches in that chain 2 space, just pull them back a little bit so that you can see your stitch in the top of your cluster to go into there. Okay, now you're going to repeat that 6 times. Okay, so each cluster you'll make a single crochet, and then in each chain 2 space you're going to do 3 double crochet, chain 2, 3 double crochet. Okay, and again I'll meet up with you when we come back round to the other side. Okay, so there's our little 6-pointed star. So on that last repeat we've done the 3 double crochet, chain 2, 3 double crochet, but because we've already made that single crochet when we started, if you look at the pattern it says to omit that last one. So just going to join to that with an invisible join. Where's my single there? Okay, and there we are, that's round 2 done. Okay, now again, as I've said before, when you're making squares it's so much easier to do each round of every square, and with the Billy square you need to make 4. Okay, so do 4 centres round 1 and then do 4 lots of round 2. The reason for doing that is that you'll find that your tension may vary depending on time of day, how tired you are, how busy you are, etc. So if you do all of the same round at the same time, you're going to have a consistency in your tension as you work through. Okay, so now let's move on to round 3. Sorry, I've got a little friend down here next to me who wants to say hello, just in case you wonder who... Okay, that's her scene too. Right, so we are going to start with round 3. So again we're going to join with a standing single crochet in any of our chain 2 spaces, so that's the point of any of our little parts of our star. Okay, so again, as I said with the Winnie square, wherever I've finished one round I try to start the next round opposite that, so that as I'm working my ends away they're not all in the same place. So standing single crochet in the chain 2 space, chain 3, and now working behind round 2, we're going to back post treble around the next cluster from round 1. Okay, so yarn over twice and then just bend round 2 forward so that you can go in around the cluster at the back there and make your back post treble. There we are. Okay, so you can see the 2 loops on the base of that back post stitch around the top of your cluster. Okay, make sure that you get neatly around the cluster and that you don't get caught up in any of these loops at the top. So you're right the way around the cluster there. Okay, chain 3 and single crochet in the next chain 2 space. Okay, so that's what it's going to look like. We're going to have a single crochet in each of these chain 2 spaces, and we're going to have a back post treble around the cluster from round 1 with chain 3 spaces in between. Okay, so go ahead and repeat that all the way round and then join to this first standing single crochet with a slip stitch. Okay, and I will meet back up with you there. Okay, so oops, there we go, we've come all the way round and joined to the standing single crochet with a slip stitch. Okay, so that's how you should be looking now. Okay, so on to round 4. We're going to chain 1 and single crochet in the same stitch. Okay, so that's in that single crochet that we made into the chain 2 space. And now we're going to make 3, we're starting our repeat, we're going to do 3 single crochet into the chain 3 space and single crochet in the next stitch, and we're going to repeat that all the way round. Okay, so we've got 1, 2, 3 into the chain 3 space, 1 into the stitch, and then 3 into the next chain 3 space, and 1 into the stitch. Okay, so really simple repeat, 3 single crochet in your chain 3 space, 1 single crochet in your stitch. Again, work all the way round, and then when you get back to that first single crochet that we made, join to that with an invisible join and fasten off. Okay, there we go, so that's round 4 complete. Okay, so now we're going to start on round 5. So another colour yarn on the hook, and we're going to join with a standing single crochet in the single crochet made in any single crochet. Okay, so that's any of those single crochets that are made up into that single crochet in any of the points. Okay, so check I'm not in the same place as my ends from before, and single crochet, so you're going to be directly above any of the points of your star in the middle. Okay, okay, so now we're going to single crochet in the next stitch, and we're going to half double crochet in the next 2, so that's 1, 2, and then we're going to double crochet in the next stitch. Okay, so we started with a single, then we've done a second single crochet, 2 half doubles, 1 double. Now 2 double crochet in the next stitch, 1, 2, chain 2, and then 2 double crochet in the next stitch. So what we're doing here is starting to form a corner. Okay, so you've got 2 double crochet, chain 2, and then 2 double crochet in the next stitch. Then we're going to double crochet into the next stitch, half double in the next 2, that's 1 and 2, and then we're going to single crochet in the next 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, and that's our repeat. So our repeat starts from the 2 half double crochet that we did here. Okay, so we'll start that repeat again, half double crochet in the next 2 stitches, double crochet in the next stitch, two double crochet in the next stitch, chain 2, oops, and then 2 double crochet in the next stitch. Double crochet in the next stitch, and 2 half doubles. So we're going to do 1, 2, and then 4 singles. Okay, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, so you can see there where we're starting to make our square. Okay, so just carry on around following that. In the corner we've got 2 double crochet, chain 2, 2 double crochet, then 1 double crochet, 2 half double, 4 single, 2 half double, 1 double, and then back to the corner. Okay, and I will catch back up with you when we join to that first standing single crochet with a slip stitch. Okay. Okay, so on that last repeat we've only got 2 single crochet to make because we've already made 2, and then we're going to join with a slip stitch. Okay, and then we'll move straight on to round 6, and we're going to chain 3, which counts as our first double crochet. So if you want to, you can make a starting double crochet there, and then we are just going to double crochet in the next 6 stitches. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and there's the last one, number 6. Okay, which brings us to our corner. And in the corner we're going to do 2 double crochet, that's 2, and then chain 2, and then 2 more double crochet. Okay, so our corner is 2 double crochet, chain 2, 2 double crochet, and then we're just going to double crochet in each stitch across, which is 14 stitches. Make sure that you don't skip that first hidden one in there. Just pull that corner back a little bit so that you can get into the top of that stitch quite easily. And just work your way across, making a double crochet in each stitch, and then in each corner 2 double crochet, chain 2, 2 double crochet. Okay, and come all the way round till we get back to where we started with that chain 3, and make your invisible join at the top there, and I will catch up with you at that point. Okay, so there's round 6 completed, and now on to the last round for Billy, round 7. We're going to join with a standing half double crochet in the last stitch of any side. Okay, so for a standing half double we're going to yarn over once into that last stitch, yarn over, and then pull through all 3. Okay, in the corner we're going to do a half double, chain 2, half double, oops, and then we are just going to half double crochet in those next 18 stitches across. Okay, so really simple final round, just making a half double crochet in each of those stitches as we go across, and then when you get to your corners you're going to do a half double crochet, chain 2, half double crochet, and once you've gone all the way round, you've done all 4 sides, join to that first standing half double crochet with an invisible join, and then block all of your squares the same as we did in week 1 with the Winnie's square. And again, depending on which yarn you're using and your tension, you should have with the double knit like this and a 4mm hook, it will be 4.5 inches. If you're using the Aran with a 5.5mm hook, then you'll have a 6-inch square. Okay, and you've got 20 stitches plus that chain 2 space on each side. Okay, so I'll just whiz round there and I'll meet back up with you when I'm done and I've tidied all my ends away. Okay, okay, so there we go, that's our Billy square all done, and I've worked away all of my ends so it's all nice and neat and tidy. Just needs to be blocked because as you can see, it's just curling up a weeny bit. And when we join the 3 different lots of these small squares together, if those corners are nice and sharp and the edges are nice and straight and flat, it's going to make it much easier for you for joining. Okay, so that's Billy, and you need to make 4 of these. Okay.